Welcome to Travel with a Plan. Wonders of Slovenia.
Welcome to Slovenia, Europe's hidden gem, a land where snow-capped mountains plunge into emerald rivers, where fairy-tale castles rise above turquoise lakes, and where underground worlds of stone stretch into endless chambers. From the sparkling shores of the Adriatic Sea to the timeless valleys of the Julian Alps, Slovenia is not just a country, it is a masterpiece of nature, culture, and history. Today, Travel with a Plan takes you on a cinematic exploration of Slovenia's most breathtaking wonders. This is not just a journey through landscapes, but through living stories of rivers eternal, castles timeless, and cities glowing by night. This is Wonders of Slovenia. Let's begin.
Lake Bled and Bled Island. Our first steps into Slovenia reveal landscapes that feel lifted from a fantasy. Lakes that change color with the sky, islands crowned with chapels, and castles standing guard like sentinels from centuries past. These 7 wonders tell the story of Slovenia's soul. Few places define Slovenia like Lake Bled. Its emerald waters mirror surrounding forests, while at the center rises tiny Bled Island, crowned with a white church and timeless bell tower. Legend says if you ring the bell, your wishes are carried into the heavens. At sunrise, mists curl above the lake. At sunset, the island glows golden, reflecting like a dream. Bled is both serenity and spectacle, a jewel of natural beauty and spiritual calm. Bled Castle. Above the water stands Bled Castle, Slovenia's oldest fortress, clinging to a sheer cliff as if guarding the lake below. Red-roofed and proud, its towers rise against alpine skies, echoing with centuries of kings and empires that passed through its halls. From its walls, the entire valley unfolds, forests, lake, and Julian Alps stretching endlessly. It is a place where history and horizon meet, carved in both stone and sky. Julian Alps, inside the Triglav National Park. To the north, the Julian Alps dominate Slovenia's skyline. At their heart rises mighty Mount Triglav, the country's highest peak and national symbol. Trails wind through pines and alpine meadows, streams rush with crystal meltwater, and peaks pierce clouds in silence. To hike here is to walk in a cathedral of stone, where nature towers in all directions and the soul finds both humility and freedom. Vintgar Gorge. Cutting through the mountains lies the Vintgar Gorge, where turquoise waters carve a narrow passage of stone. Wooden bridges cling to cliff walls, guiding travelers above rushing rapids and emerald pools. The gorge resounds with the roar of waterfalls, cascading into shadowy depths. Every step feels like entering nature's secret passage, hidden but vibrant, alive with water's eternal voice. Lake Bohinj. If Bled is Slovenia's jewel, Lake Bohinj is its untamed twin. Larger and wilder, it rests deep within Triglav National Park, ringed by imposing mountains. Forests reflect in its mirror-still waters, while clouds drift softly across the peaks. Less touched by time, Bohinj feels raw, spiritual, eternal, a hidden sanctuary where silence rests on water like a prayer.
Savica Waterfall.
From the cliffs above Lake Bohine crashes the Savica waterfall, splitting in two as it descends into a moss-draped canyon. Its thunderous roar echoes through forests, while mist rises like silver smoke into the treetops. For centuries, poets and travelers have stood here, humbled by water's sheer power. Savica is not just a waterfall, it is Slovenia's heartbeat, wild and unrelenting.
Ljubljana Riverside at night.
As day fades, Slovenia's capital comes alive. Along the Ljubljanica River, lanterns glow on bridges and riverfront cafes, reflecting in gentle waters. Music drifts across the night air, blending with laughter and footsteps over cobblestones. Here, Slovenia shows not only its wild beauty, but its welcoming warmth, a place where culture and nature embrace beneath evening skies. From alpine lakes and thunderous falls, to castles in the clouds and rivers shining at night, Slovenia's forest wonders invite us into a land where nature and culture are inseparable, and every view feels eternal.
Socha River, Emerald River. Beyond shimmering lakes and fairy tale castles, Slovenia opens itself further, a land of emerald rivers, hidden caves, medieval towns, and cultural splendor. In this second chapter, 7 more wonders capture its wild beauty and timeless heart. Arguably Europe's most beautiful river, the Socha glows in shades of emerald so vivid it feels unreal. Flowing from the heart of the Julian Alps, it cuts through gorges and wide valleys, feeding waterfalls and alpine meadows along its journey. Its waters run so clear that stones shimmer beneath every rapid and pool. Nicknamed the Emerald Beauty, the Socha is both peaceful and powerful, winding through Slovenia like liquid crystal shaped by mountains. Kozjak Waterfall. Tucked into a green gorge near Kobarid lies the enchanting Kozjak Waterfall, a place straight from myth. Water plunges into an emerald pool inside a cavernous amphitheater, stone walls cloaked in moss as if whispering secrets from centuries past. Light filters through the opening above, spotlighting the waterfall like a sacred stage. It feels intimate, magical, unforgettable. Slovenia's natural theater woven in water and stone. Tolmin Gorge. Further down the Socha Valley, the Tolmin Gorge beckons with sheer rock walls leaning into rushing waters of impossible blue. Wooden paths cling to cliff sides, just above swirling torrents. The sound here is constant. Rapids, echoes, wind whistling through narrow passages. At its deepest point, sunlight pierces dim corridors to set the water glowing beneath shadowed stone. A walk through Tolmin Gorge feels like stepping into the Earth's veins.
Shkotian Caves UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Beneath Slovenia's karst landscape unfolds one of the planet's great natural spectacles, the Shkotian Caves. This UNESCO site hides chambers so immense they swallow cathedrals, carved by the underground Reka River roaring in the dark. Bridges span dizzying passages across chasms alive with echoing water. Stalactites, stalagmites, and colossal halls stretch endlessly, revealing a world beyond daylight. Exploring Shkotian is like touching eternity beneath the Earth's surface.
Postojana Cave and Pridjama Castle.
Slovenia's Postojna Cave invites travelers underground with its curious detail, a small electric train carrying visitors through kilometers of limestone wonder. Illuminated stalactites hang like chandeliers, stalagmites rise like stone forests, and halls open as if designed for kings. Above the karst cliffs towers Prajama Castle, balanced impossibly into the rock face. Together, cave and castle reveal Slovenia's dual soul, the magic of nature intertwined with human history, bravely carved into stone.
Maribor and the Old Vine. To the northeast lies Maribor, Slovenia's wine capital. Along the Drava River, medieval streets and red rooftops frame a city alive with tradition. On its riverside grows one of the world's oldest living vines, the Old Vine, still producing grapes after more than 400 years. Rolling vineyards surround the town, glowing golden green in summer and red-orange in autumn. Maribor captures the fertile heart of Slovenia, where nature feeds culture and tradition drinks from the land itself.
Lake Jasna, Kranjska Gora region.
Near Kranjska Gora rests Lake Jasna, a twin-pool lake of calm waters reflecting the snow-clad peaks of the Julian Alps. A bronze ibex statue gazes across the scene, symbolizing the alpine spirit and strength of the region. In the glow of sunrise or the hush of twilight, Lake Jasna feels pure, serene, like a painting where water and mountain merge into one. It is Slovenia in miniature. Beauty, balance, eternity held in stillness. From emerald rivers and hidden waterfalls to vast caves and alpine lakes, Slovenia reveals a world layered in color and wonder. Here, every valley, cavern, and river tells a story of time, beauty, and resilience. Logar Valley, Logarska Dolina. Slovenia is a country where every direction surprises, from alpine meadows and mountain passes to coastal towns and rivers that carve their way through history. In this third chapter, we journey into the next 7 wonders that define Slovenia's heart. Among the Slovenia Alps lies the breathtaking Logar Valley, often called the most beautiful alpine valley in Europe. Ringed by jagged peaks and carpeted with meadows, it feels untouched, as if nature preserved it for eternity. Traditional wooden farms dot the valley floor, cows grazing peacefully while rivers sparkled their way through fields. When the morning mist lifts, the scene transforms into a postcard of alpine perfection, Slovenia's pastoral paradise, timeless and serene. Rinka Waterfall. At the far end of Logar Valley, cliffs give way to Slovenia's tallest and most dramatic cascade, the Rinka Waterfall. Dropping in a single stream of white water from 105 meters high, it disappears into a narrow green amphitheater below. Surrounded by alpine forests and echoing with its roar, Rinka has become a symbol of Slovenia's natural power. Here, gravity speaks in beauty, whispering through mist that shimmers in sunlit rainbows. Kranjska Gora and Vršič Pes. The village of Kranjska Gora opens the gateway to Slovenia's legendary Vršič Pass, a mountain road with 50 tight switchbacks climbing through the Julian Alps. Peaks rise dramatically on both sides, cliffs glowing amber in evening light, while alpine streams cut sparkling lines below. From the pass, the views stretch endlessly over limestone ridges and valleys bathed in clouds. It's a road trip through the very bones of the earth, stunning, daring, unforgettable. Socha Valley Paragliding, Bovec region. In the alpine town of Bovec, thrill and beauty collide. Over the Emerald Valley of the Socha River, paragliders rise against the Julian Alps, soaring like birds above rippling water and lush valleys. From the sky, Slovenia stretches wide and boundless, a painting of green valleys, silver peaks, and turquoise rivers. In Bovec, adventure does not just test the body, but also engraves its mark in memory, forever tied to Slovenia's airborne wonders. Two, Slovenia's oldest town. History lives vibrantly in Puch, the oldest recorded town of Slovenia. Settled since Roman times, it shines with cobbled streets, baroque squares, and a majestic castle perched above the Drava River. As sunset gilds rooftops in warm light, the town becomes a timeless mural of Slovenia's cultural heritage. Festivals, traditions, and a rhythm of life blend with its medieval beauty, showing that time in Slovenia is not forgotten, it is preserved and celebrated. Piran, Adriatic coastline. On Slovenia's short but stunning stretch of Adriatic coast lies Piran, a Venetian jewel pressed against the sea. Narrow lanes spill down to a harbor lined with fishing boats, while a tall bell tower crowns the skyline. From above, red rooftops spill into the ocean like flames meeting blue water. Piran is history and sea bound together, a Mediterranean heartbeat woven into Slovenia's story of contrasts. Dragon Bridge, Ljubljana. No symbol looms larger in Slovenia's capital than the dragon, said to guard the city of Ljubljana. 4 mighty green dragon statues crown the Dragon Bridge, their wings raised, guarding traffic that flows day and night. Lit in the evening glow, the bridge merges myth with modern life, capturing the essence of Ljubljana's charm, a city as playful as it is historic, as alive as it is legendary. From alpine valleys to Adriatic shores, from medieval towns to mystical dragons, Slovenia's wonders unfold as a world within a country, small in size, limitless in beauty. Lake Cerknica, disappearing lake. In Slovenia, every horizon reveals another secret. Ancient forests breathing in silence, rolling vineyards glowing in sunlight, and towns wrapped in legends. Our 4th chapter uncovers 7 more wonders, from wild caves to cultural heartbeats. Among the mysteries of Slovenia lies Lake Cerknica, one of Europe's largest intermittent lakes. At times, it stretches across vast plains as a glittering expanse of water. At other times, it vanishes entirely, absorbed into underground caverns. This rhythm of appearance and disappearance has shaped folklore and life around it for centuries. To see it full is to witness a mirage turned real, proof that Slovenia holds nature's magic in motion.
Velika planina, alpski pašniki in pastirske kote.
High above the Kamnik Alps lies Velika Planina, a plateau where traditional wooden shepherd huts scatter across rolling meadows. From June to September, herds graze while shepherds keep alive centuries-old traditions of alpine life. The huts, with steep roofs pointed toward the sky, seem as if nature and architecture breathe together. In summer sunlight, Velika Planina glows with color and sound. Bells, wind, laughter. It is Slovenia's heritage alive among clouds.
Idrija Mercury Mine, UNESCO site.
In the town of Idrija, history runs deep below ground.
Once home to one of the world's largest mercury mines, this UNESCO site tells a story of human effort matched against Earth's hidden treasures. The old mining shafts, machines, and giant water wheels remain like ghosts from industries past. Surrounding hills cradle the town in green, while its heritage reminds visitors how nature both grants and tests human endurance. Koper, Adriatic port town. Situated on Slovenia's Adriatic coast, Koper blends Venetian elegance with coastal warmth. Its main square glows at dusk as stone palaces reflect centuries of seafaring wealth. Streets spill toward the harbor, where sailboats rest in shimmering waters. From its bell tower, the sea stretches wide, linking Slovenia to the Mediterranean, to Europe, and to the world. Koper is sea and stone woven into one.
Lake Zelenci, source of the Sava River. At the edge of Triglav National Park lies Lake Zelenci, a natural spring where Slovenia's longest river, the Sava, is born. Its pools glow emerald green from mineral springs, their clarity revealing every pebble below. Wooden walkways wind to viewpoints where dragonflies skim the surface and alpine peaks frame the horizon. Zelenci is not a mighty river's end, but its fragile source, a reminder that every grandeur begins in small hidden wonders. Celje Castle. Perched above the medieval town of Celje, ruins of the Celje Castle whisper tales of Slovenia's powerful counts who once ruled much of the land. Its towers, now part ruin, part restoration, gaze over red rooftops and the Savinja River below. As golden light bathes the stones, the castle becomes more than a ruin. It becomes memory incarnate, history etched into the skyline. Tivoli Park, Ljubljana. In Slovenia's capital, nature lives at the heart of the city. Tivoli Park sprawls as Ljubljana's green lung, blending manicured gardens with wild woodland. Elegant avenues lead to fountains and sculptures, while Tivoli Mansion glows among shaded groves. Locals stroll, artists sketch, children play, all surrounded by nature that feels unbroken even within a city's embrace. It is the harmony of Slovenia distilled, where green and human life merge beautifully. From vanishing lakes and alpine pastures to castles, coasts, and spring-fed waters, Slovenia reveals itself as a boundless mosaic. Here, every valley and town is not just seen, it is lived, felt, and remembered. And so, our journey through Slovenia's first 28 wonders comes to an end. We began at emerald lakes where chapels crowned tiny islands, stood beneath castles clinging to cliffs, and hiked through alpine valleys where waterfalls roar their eternal songs. We crossed glowing rivers, descended into the Earth's vast caverns, and explored towns that blend myth, history, and life lived close to nature. From the Julian Alps to the Adriatic coast, from forests to fortresses, Slovenia has shown us that beauty here lives in every detail, every season, every horizon. But this is only the beginning. Beyond these lakes, gorges, and castles, Slovenia holds even more. Wild peaks, timeless vineyards, coastal whispers, and villages where tradition still thrives. Slovenia is not just a place to be visited. It is a land to be felt. A land that teaches us again and again that the greatest wonders in the world are often hidden in the smallest of countries. This has been Wonders of Slovenia, and the story is far from finished.